This is going to be a quick video on how to assemble a mouthpiece. Now, before I actually show you how to do that, it's important to establish a clean area to make sure that all of the pieces of the components of the mouthpiece have been thoroughly cleaned, and that you handle them with gloves when they're in the clean area up until the time where you put them on the subject. So the first piece you need to get a hold of is the body of the mouthpiece. It has instructional arrows on one side which describe which direction the airflow is. Okay. Now there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 holes. None of them can be open at the end, otherwise you will have a leak. So the first thing to do is to take a valve to look at the direction of the airflow and insert it correctly. So if you want the airflow to go inward, you insert the valve inward, take your finger and push, and you can see that it's going in the correct direction. Now on the inward arrow, you'll find that you need the white piece. So the white piece goes over top and screws finger tight. Okay, so line up the threading. There we go, and then turn it, and don't over tighten it, just till it's snug. Now you'll see that the other side is actually beveled or inserted, so you can't mix the two up. So check your airflow diagram. Airflow is outward. Place the valve, line up the threads, and then screw the thing until it's finger tight. Lastly, we add our white piece, which is going to have the mouthpiece on it in a moment, and we plug both holes. So if you want to use a spit trap, it will go on at this point. It's important that that's downward when you give it to the person, subject, and then a plug which goes on top, just like that. Now if it's short exercise and you don't require the spit trap, you could also use a plug on this side, and that's alright too. Lastly, you have to put the mouthpiece on. So the best way to do that is take your thumb, place it inside the mouthpiece, line up the rest of the apparatus, and then push. Use the inside of the mouthpiece and your thumb until it goes on, and then just use a little bit of leverage and a little bit of shove until it gets on snugly, so it's not going to come off and it's not going to leak. Now lastly, it's a good habit to take the nose clip, clip it on the exhalation port, so when you go to plug the hose on, you have to remove the nose plug and you don't forget to put it on the subject. These three components are used at the other end of the hose to attach to the metabolic cart. Just like with the body, there's a spit trap. So be sure to attach that until it's snug. There's a filter, which will make sure the air is drier. The flat side is going to go towards the metabolic cart. So you'll see that it only goes on one side of this. So insert it on the correct side, give it a small twist. Now that side is going to go to the cart, and the adapter, which will go on the cart, will fit on there, just like that. And now it's ready to be plugged onto the pneumotac.